Talking about water maintenance, water plant maintenance.
Water, yeah.
That's where the money, that's where the money went. That's where the road money for that street up there
We're talking
went.
about the maintenance department hiring too many.
The maintenance department don't have that many, I hate to
You
disagree
got
with
four
you.
men and two trucks picking up garbage
Plus
in
three
one
on the
section.
garbage truck.
You got too many men.
But
And if you're
And if
having,
you
I
have
don't
to
have-
furlough at the end of the week, yeah.
shows you have too many.
Too many employees.
yeah, you need to just,
I mean, you're admitting that by furloughing.
I got too
But
many
to
men.
just
Take
an
that
emergency, but we have to give up a lot of the services when we furlough people, because there's certain things that we won't be able to do, like cleaning the streets, cutting the grass and stuff like that, or going out and fixing these culverts, these holes and things like that. Those things, you never know when, maybe one day they don't have that much to do, but the next day they'll have all kinds of accidents or,
Things will slow down, but
and-
they will be able to still get it accomplished.
well, they do that.
Just
and-
do it slower.
Through the summertime too there's probably, there could be less to do in the summertime, I guess maybe, than it would be in the wintertime with the road conditions being.
Yeah.
But to save money, we have to do something.
got to.
Like we said,
Everybody, you look
$19,000,
around the state,
we got
everybody's making
$25,000.
cuts right now.
Sure,
Everybody.
yeah.
Payroll is
Mhm,
just
yeah.
impossible. to
Money's
beat.
not there.
The
And
money
we've cut,
is-
we've cut a lot of labor. There was 8 people authorized in maintenance.
But
Now, we've only got 6.
But we warned you months ago about overhiring and pay increases, and it just didn't do any good.
We said back then, we did not want to come in the summertime and be faced with, well, here we are, we don't have any money.
Here we
When
are.
we told you that months ago. I mean, we could have won't happen again, but here it is.
Well,
Ours.
is that, what else you have there?
Has Miss Wilder's problem been corrected? It started back in March.
Well, yeah, she got paid $2,800 for her sewage leak, and it's under litigation right now.
Actually, it's not litigation.
Well, she got paid.
I know, but all she wanted was a 10-foot section of pipe fixed so it don't happen again. As far as her suing the city, I asked her, she's not suing the city.
Well, she's already got paid $2,800.
But still yet, that was for the damage to her house. The section of pipe to stop it from happening again has not been replaced. And it's on the city side, not our side.
Gary's gone now, ain't he? It's not on the city side.
Yes, it is. We can't cut, a homeowner cannot go under a city sidewalk or a city street. And
No,
that's where it's at.
No, that's not where it's at. That water line's where, I'm not arguing. You
don't have to.
Okay, I got you, okay. Talk to Gary about it.
What was his motion about the, for laying off for right now?
Whose motion?
Because I was going.
We didn't have a
Huh?
motion.
Huh?
It fell through,
Why did it fall through?
because there's already 2 gone. He's not supposed to hire back.
Oh, I mean, if you have a motion, make it. I don't care if that's what you want.
Well, I mean, I feel like we need to vote on something. I mean, what was the?
Yeah, it seems like the state of the economy now, I mean, it's evident that we have to have more income coming in. And right now, the way I see it, you have to lay off some personnel.
But you,
Nobody wants to do that. It's just a simple fact that it's unavoidable sometimes.
let's get back on one other thing. You said lay off and income. The city of Cumberland's got the lowest water rates of any city in this whole area now.
Water rates ain't gonna help with the maintenance
Well, it will help
department.
because the water department is taking all of the monies from the road aid, from the maintenance department. But it's hard, I don't even want, go ahead, do what you guys are the money men,
These
so.
two, he said already been terminated.
Those two there.
This week.
So-
This week,
So we've
Robin
got
said.
6.
You gotta have a garbage truck driver, and you gotta have a crew.
Why are we saying overtime? I noticed on this sheet here, we've got,
Only one person in there has overtime.
if you, I'm not gonna say names, but if you will look,
Who's got overtime?
There's a couple that did, one of them had a lot, didn't they?
2 of them had overtime.
Who's got overtime?
I'll have to look, I don't remember. off the top of my head.
I don't have the sheet in front of me, I didn't bring it with me, but.
Mark it and reach it over here, Liesl, if you don't mind.
Okay,
Well,
Let her look
there's
at
their,
Let's see.
You look at it.
Yeah,
there you go.
got 'em marked.
Well, it's on
Overtime.
that column, all you gotta do is look down that column that says
I mean,
overtime.
just look at overtime
Well,
there.
we had almost 100 hours.
no, it wouldn't be, that's money,
Oh, money.
yeah.
Overtime money would be, yeah.
It says overtime
That
hours.
fee for, it wouldn't always says overtime, I
We'll
don't
give her
understand
paper back,
why.
Charles, before she.
This one?
Yeah. Before
Let's
she-
see.
It's
Before
so
she
not,
hauls
it's
off, we
not
can
exactly
thank-
what
thank
it
you.
is, not the hours.
That-
I bet
this-
that's for that
That's
spiel.
money,
That's that spiel
which
we had
one?
up at the water plant.
Well,
I can tell you what that's for.
yeah,
That chlorine leak.
Well, it says hours,
Well, this,
overtime hours. Are you telling me that's the amount of money, or is that the
That's the
actual
amount of
hours?
money that
Money.
they were paid.
that,
Like $39?
Like 97.83, that's dollars.
Oh, okay.
Well, that makes a big difference to me.
Yeah. And from what I can see here, I think that's when we had the problem at the water plant.
That was actually
Oh,
Uh,
on the
wait,
police
never-
department.
no, that's
Was
police
it?
department, yeah.
are you looking at the right one?
That's probably a court then.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, if that's his money instead of hours. that-
Yeah,
that
it's
doesn't
money,
work.
it's not hours.
And this,
Well, where is the hours? Where's the hours at on?
Well, no, that's $97.
it don't show overtime hours, it just shows, their hourly regular pay.
$307.
That was incentive pay.
Oh.
We were in the wrong column.
Yeah, I was saying, we get sent everybody
I
gets
still don't
incentive.
understand why.
Yeah,
he
that's
had
incentive
that.
she was looking at right
Okay,
there.
well, that makes it a little, little
Right
better
there.
for me.
Yeah.
Would a holiday show up as overtime?
No, no. Let's see,
Unless he was in court. He was in circuit court, that might be.
Bill and Gary had to go
State
to,
was what, 9 o'clock at night to 9 o'clock at evening.
Oh, okay, did you hear that? Jury trial.
Didn't they get called up, Charlotte?
See it?
let's see, where did they go? I know they were out.
We had to call them
And I
out for
told them to take
something.
over.
We had
Yeah.
police.
Something happened, like on a Friday night.
Really, we had, before we were having 6.
David, you have anything else?
We won't have 8 police.
Can I have my paper back?
Yeah. This is, there's not a whole lot of overtime on that.
Thank you.
This right
They
here,
already increased their
It's going to because.
pay dramatically.
I can tell you
Yeah.
that before
was that for every department or just City Hall?
They were losing when they got the academy.
It's every department.
We're fixing to, we're in the.
Probably not water or
Probably
police.
2 here
I don't know if
We
you
train
can.
them.
I don't
See,
know
it's-
those grants.
huh?
We got almost-
Can you do water and
No,
police?
you can't do water, no, that's.
They're
So,
considered
I mean,
emergency.
Could we do this for, would it help save any money if we done that for City Hall till August?
City Hall was off 2 days, they were furloughed 2 days
We'll
this
probably
week.
keep about 76.
This last pay period.
Will that help some if
Carl, we're
they,
gonna change that. I make a motion that we keep the maintenance department at no more than 6 employees until further notice, till our fund starts building.
See, yeah, that's what, well, okay, that's good.
That's what, is that what they have now?
That's what it is.
Yeah, no more hirings, keep it at
I
6
think it's
employees.
6.
is that 6 employees and a supervisor or 6
That's 6
employees?
total,
Six
that's with the
total.
supervisor.
So we still need to get rid of one.
No.
No, you
Actually,
don't.
that's what we have right now, would be a supervisor
Is
and
that
5
what we have, or
employees.
is it 7?
You
Let me
got
look
6 and garbage working in the water and sewer.
Okay, so we don't
One,
count.
two,
So if
three,
we have
four,
a
5,
supervisor
6.
and 5 employees, with a total of 6.
Right.
So that would should keep our monies.
Who's second last?
Mr. Jarvis.
Motion's made. Second,
Jarvis.
all in favor,
Uh,
unanimous. How about the water plant? Oh, well, you can't change the water plant, we only got
It's
3
fine,
people
I'm
there.
not- We're not full of that right now.
You got 4 at this, 5 at this.
You still my paper back.
We got 7 with the sewer and the water, and you, those.
5 at the sewer
You have
plant,
to have 'em.
3 at the water plant. I said, how many?
7. 7 workers, what you got to sewer and water right now.
Nick's gone.
Huh?
Nick Cornett's gone.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Nick Cornett, he quit.
Yeah, and we don't need
Last
any more
week.
employees there. Do we need to make a motion to Cause everything's fine right now.
Yeah,
Wait, wait.
6 at the water plant and sewer
You
plant.
have 7 with the sewer.
Let's see how many we got. We got
I think,
Wayne,
Mayford,
Gary.
So this one.
Wayne, Chris.
That's
We got
gone
five
quick,
down
so
here.
mark him
Wayne,
off.
1, 2, 3,
Gary,
4, 5,
Chris.
6,
Wait, let me have
7.
that.
Got 7.
What's
Seven
the
and a
budget
half.
thing? Oh, Leslie's got it.
7.5
Is it-
employees.
How many?
You want it again?
Because I'm afraid I'll
Wayne,
forget
Chris.
somebody.
Yeah, you got
Chris.
7.
And
7
then
and
not
a
have a
half.
job tomorrow because I didn't figure
You
it
got
out.
7 and a
You
half.
got 7.
Right.
Yeah, because Nick's gone. Yep, 7.5.
I make a motion to keep 7.5 employees at the water and sewer department.
You really ought to do that with your ordinance here. You know, when you work on your annual ordinance, that's where you put your manpower
Yeah,
That's
in.
we're
what we
going to,
intended
but
to
we're,
do.
that's what we're gonna
Yeah.
do, but we
Okay.
just need something for right now.
Who's second, David's?
I will.
David made the motion, Carolyn second.
Police department. We got,
I
there's
honestly
8.
think you need to keep it at 7.
Is that 7 funded by the city or 7 total?
7 total. It's
That's
nothing
6,
personal.
6 funded by the city, with the 1 being paid by the state.
That's where we always had it. We have 8 right now. Did you
Miss
put
had
one of
me at
those
second
part-time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That shows you that, you might as well save a little more. He'd probably make more on unemployment than he would anything else.
I'd rather put him on part-time because we won't have to repops him, and every time you do that, it's $580. So if we lay him off, come back 3
Well,
months,
my point was we should have never had that 8th officer.
You
So
can
we
still
wouldn't
draw unemployment on
You wouldn't have to
part-time. You just
repop
have to-
Well, one of them, we were losing one, but decided not to lose, okay? We
we'll
thought-
still probably lose another one down
Yeah.
the road. I'm sure that we'll lose another one. But what we gotta consider, when they got these people in the academy, somewhere we gotta make up for overtime. And you got vacation times, we got 40 hours in service everybody's gotta take, cause I was gone last week for a week. I've got 4 more officers gonna be doing that right shortly. You gotta worry about overtime. So if we
Well-
can keep a part-time guy to fill in for that,
That's
then
true. You
basically I
can-
get everybody back out of the academy, we'll still be,
Right now, until we-
Yeah.
you don't have to pay him any benefits, you can put him on a part-time.
Let's
understand
keep the
that.
police department I say we keep it like it is right now.
The only
I
thing is,
didn't
if I
make
didn't
the
have,
motion
if I had all
on the
my
police department.
officers academy trained, I'd say
Suggestion,
7
yeah.
and we forget about it, you know what I'm saying? I agree with him.
Wayne and I discussed it, and we thought we ought to keep the officers that coming in part-time until they graduate from the
Right.
academy. Because you start paying health insurance, vacation pay, and holiday pay and things like that, and that just kills you. That health insurance is $420 a
The
month.
thing is, we only had one position in there for a recruit. We ended up with 4, so there we went with all that
It used to be as
stupid
needed.
training that we wouldn't have had to have if we'd have done it the right way, hired guys that was already academy trained.
That used to be as needed in there as for recruit training, and I think it should, but with 8 police
Too much of
officers,
a headache with that.
But there you go again, if you get academy trained people, you're almost doubling the pay of what you're starting on.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have as many officers because we don't need how many we had to. That's why you had to hire so many recruits.
Yeah, because we keep losing, you know what I'm saying? But it's a mess in the police department, and it's gonna get worse, it's getting better on trying to get this retraining and training and.
you might ought to
extend all
address that
this.
3% alcohol beverage tax too.
We already
Yeah.
discussed that, Carl.
No, it needs to be discussed
We
more
did
often.
discuss
Well, I mean, the ordinance says 3%.
the ordinance. We already been over that. You just beating the dead horse.
The main purpose we're doing this is, we don't like anybody's job to be cut. This community cannot afford any more increases in income.
Of any kind.
Businesses is struggling. I mean, we're lucky to have what we have here with the economy, so
But you
we're
wanna
trying
sit
to
here and
keep
talk
this
about
at bay
raises
to
too.
where we can,
Everybody else.
help with the
They won't be
pay
able
the
to.
bills.
They won't be able to.
I have one more motion I'd like to make regarding employment. Until finances are better, I'd like to make a motion that the clerks work 4 days a week.
What happened? Did you pin blow up?
Yeah, but
Something can come out of it, so we have to get more.
So they'll be furloughed one day?
Yeah.
Can they draw unemployment for the one day to make up?
No,
the
they
difference?
try, no, they can't, if, you really, you're not gonna, I mean, if that's the motion, fine, if you all vote for that, fine, but you still got the health insurance, the hospital, you know, the health insurance, the vacation time and stuff of that nature that's being paid. Ron, you had to, if you lay one off, you lose, you don't have to worry about that, see, just pay them their unemployment.
We need all our clerks.
We need our clerks, it's just they may not. Right now is kind of the time that,
But I was thinking about the other departments too, you know.
What do you mean you're thinking about the other part?
I mean, about, instead of, you know, like Ron says there, if you pay them part-time, you might as well just lay them off.
Well, yeah.
And that way you don't have to worry about you don't have to pay. Our health insurance is what, it's $8,000 a month, 8 times 12 is what, $90,000 a year. And that's a lot of money. The salaries are $80,000. What is the salary for the
So
city?
if you do this,
The salaries alone is $80-some thousand.
get down to some kind of stage that they wouldn't get any.
And then the health insurance, I think, is $112,000 in it.
I think so.
But that's a lot of money out there, you know.
Yes, it is, and every city you see is going through the same thing we're going through with.
They're
They're going under,
And
and
they're-
they don't deal with the problem.
and they're hiring part-time people to avoid the fringe benefits.
Sometimes it's best to pay overtime than it is to hire
That's fine by
part-time.
me.
Part-time people are not as dependable as your regulars, it's got a dedication
No,
in
yeah,
it.
no.
You're-
Part-time comes and goes.
Yeah.
Looking over that list, we probably only have 6, 7 people that's been with us over a year.
Yeah.
The rest of
Put
all
everybody
them-
on a year probation, don't have to pay any insurance for that till they get that year.
If I'm not wrong, they're already on.
6 months probation,
seven.
we change it to a year probation, you
I
got a
wouldn't
whole
care
year free right
For
there.
this month, but until the expenses goes up, but not, what was your motion?
until the month of August. I'll add that.
That's
in.
July, you got money coming in this month, you got stuff coming in.
Through the
Just
month.
need it for this month.
Through the month of June then.
Let's see.
Through the month of June.
And today's already what, the 11th?
It'll
It's
stay the
just 2
same.
weeks.
On alternating days.
We could just close City Hall on Friday.
No, don't wash your mouth out with salt. Not after all the problems, no, people got to come pay the bills, I'm sorry.
This is how we get money, is
I
staying
mean, you
over.
gotta stay open to take the money, honey.
I think she ain't gonna go for that
No,
motion.
no,
I don't know. I was in
I don't think so.
the
We
zone
can
back
leave
there.
that up to the supervisor to make a schedule.
You make the schedule for that. So it's just for the month of June?
Yeah. That'll save us some money.
Who's seconded it?
Yeah, we don't have a second.
Who's seconded it?
That's a hard one.
Write down the name and who seconds it.
For 2 weeks?
What pay period are we on right now? When's our next?
Our payday's this Friday.
That's Friday. This is the first week
We're a
of the
week
second.
behind.
So that would be a 2-week pay period.
Yeah,
Be the-
For 2 weeks?
because we were off last Friday too. 2 was.
Yes, they were off Friday. Two
Two
of them
was.
were off.
Shouldn't we keep 2 people in the office at the same time?
Yeah, it's good safety, yeah.
Were you all furloughed too? Is that what you're saying?
So when you,
Oh, you already
Y'all
got
already
furloughed.
lost your time in.
so
along
when you're
with everybody.
furloughed, you can't take vacation days?
No, you can't, you don't get
You
nothing.
just have to miss
No,
the pay.
you just don't get nothing,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, State's doing that, State's doing that.
I've been there too in the past.
And even news anchors and stuff do. I just want a day to enjoy the sun was my thing.
What's your thinking, Robin, in your department?
It's up to you all. It's up to you all.
Well, love the girls. I'm gonna just come out and say that. But
We
if
love
we're
all of
hitting
them.
all the departments. We love all of our employees.
We love all
We're
of
hitting
them.
all the
this
That's right,
departments.
all of them.
I'm gonna second that motion. I'm sorry.
And that's for,
I feel like all departments needs
it's for the end of June.
just to
Okay.
give a little
Through
bit,
June.
just to give a little bit, to give more.
It's the end of June.
And hopefully
We're
it'll
gonna
save
have
enough in the
money
long
coming
run
in
that it
July.
won't
You got
come
money
anything
coming in July.
The
drastic.
privilege license will come in.
I'd have them read that
Taxes,
back.
other taxes should
Would
be
you read that
starting.
back, see what you got
And
on
we
that
can
wrong?
address July if it gets bad.
Dixon made a motion that the clerks work 4 days per week through the month of July.
Through the month of
I mean.
June.
June.
I said about 3 minutes, but I settled on June.
But,
Yeah. We just need to make cuts.
when does the
immediate
property
cuts.
tax come in? Have we received a payment on that, or?
October usually.
Yeah, toward the fall.
Yeah, we got.
When do we
Okay.
get it? Don't we get a bank franchise soon too?
We've already got it.
Oh.
But we'll be getting the one from the housing project. It's usually pretty good.
The 15th we get
Are we
that.
still getting franchise fees
No,
from
last year,
KU
June and
since we're
July,
caught
so we
up?
Start getting money rolling in, so.
Do we need to,
Everybody
I'll
needs to
motion
see
that
right
one.
now.
Yeah.
okay.
All in favor? Opposed?
I hate to do this to any employees.
Anybody.
I think
Yeah.
the world
You
of them
got
all.
anything else, David?
I think
One
I'm
thing-
done.
Does anybody in the public want to have any comments? Okay.
I wanna know what you come up with on that water tank over right there.
Mr. Lee, you were the one that you told me about that little tank up on Pride Tourist back in the holler there.
Right. The information that I've been given on it is that a deed search was conducted on that property and that the city of Cumberland did not own the property. That's what's alleged to me. I have no reason to, at this point, doubt that that is true. However, that does not implicitly mean that the city of Cumberland cannot place a water tank on that property because what information I have is that that tank has been there for an extremely long period of time. And as a result of that, it is likely, I cannot state with legal certainty, I mean, this is not a judicial proceeding, but it is likely you have remedies there to maintain that water tank on the property by virtue of it having been there. What I was told was for a period of more than 20 years.
Was it put there by the city or the county?
No, it was put there with the city. it was put
That's
there
when
with the
Sanctified
county.
Hill
It was put there,
slid off, I think.
Sanctified Hill slid off and they developed that over there. Company that developed it, they sold lots of houses and stuff like that. And then they had a lot of it left and they didn't pay the taxes on it. And the property that the water tank is sitting on, plus a lot of the lots and that house that I own over there was sold on courthouse steps in Harley. So when that happened, they lost it all.
I'm not sure how that would be remedied.
Federal government put the tank in over there.
Yeah, I thought they did whenever they.
And they didn't pay the taxes on it and they lost it. Just
I don't know
like
if
I
it-
would, if I don't pay my taxes, I'd lose it.
Yeah. Federal government don't pay taxes.
That's not,
No,
I don't agree with that proposition. I think that simply by virtue of the federal government not paying taxes on it, I am not aware of
Yeah.
anything that would cause that to create a situation where.
It don't say nothing about the federal government, it's greater common.
What I would
That's-
suggest, what I would suggest, I think the gentleman is represented by counsel. I know that you had a title search prepared by counsel, is that correct, sir?
Yeah, I done had a deed search done when I was buying the
And
place.
that's what I'm referring to, a title search stating that the title is free and clear, but title searches show what is recorded. Things such as prescriptive easements, things like that might not be recorded. And there's no way of knowing what exists without looking at it factually to determine how long it's been there, how has it been used, has it been utilized, for what purpose, by whom, by a continuous party, has there been more than one on there? So I do not think that, from what information I have been given, which is limited to someone did a title search on this and it came back that the property is clear of an encumbrance. I don't have any information to state anything other than, at this point, I have no reason to say that the water tower should not be there. I don't have any information leading me to that.
Well, the city ain't got no deed to it. They ain't got no easement on it. I'm the only one got a deed for it.
Were you working here when that tank was put in?
And I've been here 26 years.
That tank's been there 40-some years, yeah.
I don't know if they did easements.
63.
So what would be the remedy? I mean, is it a
Landslide.
legal matter?
That's back then.
Well, I mean, if you want to,
Probably
and I was-
the
I mean,
70s,
it's
didn't
not
it?
my call to do this though, but if it were
I
me,
see.
and there were a remedy to get to make this certainty of what usage can be done, how can it be used by the city of Cumberland, I would suggest that you pursue those remedies, and I think you have a multitude of remedies to at least look into, one being a prescriptive easement, eminent domain, something of that nature. But the situation, as I am informed, is that water tower has been there for a multitude of years, more than 15 years, which would be the requirement in some instances that it be present there. Again, I'm not telling you that with legal certainty that is what is required in this situation. There's just not a lot of information about it. I don't know, I mean, we're being told now that the federal government had it, there are no taxes paid on it, things like that. The only information that I have is that it's been there a long time, the city of Cumberland has been utilizing it, and I'm not aware of any reason why that should not continue at this point. If you want me to put together, I would suggest that you have me do this, but you direct me to do this. If you want me to put together, I can get something together for you in a matter of a couple of days to tell you exactly what your remedies would be to address the issue in a more concrete fashion so that it's not up in the air. And one of those things might be for you to give me permission to contact council for the interested party to open up a dialogue to see just exactly how long and propose what I would feel are your remedies to secure that location.
That's
I think that's administrative function myself.
Administrative.
Well, I'd say go ahead and do it.
Because I think it's
You get a furlough day?
administrative, because it's something that,
Yeah. Did I get a furlough day?
no.
I just thought of that.
No.
You probably. With no ending, do it. But yeah, that would probably be the best thing to do on that.
What are you gonna do?
Or I'd say ask him to do what he wants.
We have, that water tank supply is
that's true.
always
You never
supplied
know.
here, is
You
that
never
right?
know.
Yes. No. That supplies part of New York.
And
I
probably
don't even know
tears.
where mine is.
Yeah.
Well, that tank was there, Robin's been here 20-some years, and that tank was there
26.
prior to that.
And Paul Bill with him, how long they been in business?
I hate to even ask this, but does the tank have water in it?
Yes.
There's a,
Yeah, that's when the creatures get upset when it
I
don't.
was beginning to wonder.
Well, that's how I know there's water
That's
in
when
it.
Eric comes.
So it don't affect
Tina calls my
Leslie.
house
I
at
hope
6
not. I
I
a.m.
don't want to swim in.
That's
I don't know
funny.
where mine comes from.
Is that,
no, that's on Indian Hill.
would that be where?
That was Indian Hill tanks.
grandfathered in?
And they fixed that.
They had to put the tops on it. Yeah.
Indian Hill's the one I get my water from, that's the one else.
I mean,
Mine
after all
probably
these
comes
years.
straight from the
That's
water
what I'm
plant.
referring to in the terms of a prescriptive easement, and that's just one term.
Yeah.
There's a multitude of things, but you're hitting at all the same issue, the same general arguments to be made there. I mean, that's one term, it might not be the way you pursue it, but certainly that's off the top of my head, and after looking into it, at least one way that one would do that, that requirement is for 15 years.
If I don't get paid for it, you can come over with your truck, cut the torches, cut it up, get it off my property. Simple
That
as
definitely warrants a legal matter.
Fire post pretty.
I mean, we can't just
Don't visit
turn this water off, cut the tank.
Do what now? I'm sorry, what'd you
Where the
say?
breaker is, pretty big pump over there, that's sitting on my property, take it out too. I mean, it's just.
What happens if someone tampers with that tank right now?
That's vandalism.
I mean, ain't that a federal matter where
Yeah, it
there's water
is.
in that
Yeah,
tank?
yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Well, try to take a little water. Thank you for this stuff.
I need to get this stuff.
Well, all right.
Homeland security, probably, I'm trying to get into that.
Yeah.
And then his renters won't know. His renters.
How many houses over, you have how many houses over now?
I just got one.
One. I see that was that landlord rental agreement thing there, see? And, we checked some of these houses, things, and some people got, well,
Have you ever asked for rent on this property before?
No, I'm not asking, just like that lady right there. She is going after the people that's renting houses to get money. So it's okay.
It's a
It's a
business.
It's a tax, it's not personal, it's a law that
I
we
know
have.
I'm
An
just
ordinance
giving
We
you-
need to enforce the
I
law.
mean, we have to
And
get
it's
some
not
money
this lady,
to run the
it's a
city.
council decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
not
brought up
me.
the
I
ordinance.
just
But you,
have to think of it.
but you do have more than one house, more rental, right?
No,
Huh?
Well, we don't, one house, we're not even doing anything with.
But I thought your name is what, Henry?
yeah,
Henry Halcomb? There's another Henry Halcomb in,
One house don't even
One
qualify
house
for
don't
that.
qualify for.
but now, 180 or 90 would, wouldn't it?
Sure would.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If, yeah.
One house is not even covered, you don't have to pay a thing for
I
that.
had 80 or 90.
Who has that many
houses.
houses?
Let Cumberland ride for a week.
Well, I believe your name's on there for about, on that property list. I'm not gonna argue, I'll look it up.
You look it up, I own one house somewhere.
But there's not another Henry Halcomb on it.
Well, they are, but I don't know about owning houses.
But, well, I didn't wanna get no spat here or nothing like that. We'll look at it and the attorney will.
That's something that the council gives you the permit, I do anyway.
I make a
I
motion
won't
for
even
the
get involved
mayor.
in
We
that.
won't even
We're
get
talking about
involved,
cutting it
that's,
up with torches instead.
I mean,
No way.
Who seconded it?
Well, I think there's
I
gonna be
make
a lot
a
of
motion
unhappy
for
people
the
that go
mayor
tear
and the
that water
logger to
tank down.
handle this.
I second that for the mayor and lawyer to.
Oh,
It looks like it's
contact us
gonna be
as
a.
needed,
Contact us when you need us.
as needed.
All in favor, so indicate by saying aye.
Uh,
Motion unanimous consent. Is that all you had, David?
who made that?
motion. That was, he was on the floor.
I
Oh,
think it was
that was on my
probably
motion. That
I got
was-
Dixon and Carolyn.
Okay, thank you.
I thought it was it Carolyn?
Did
I
you
think it
second
was-
the
The
motion?
mayor handled.
I thought it was
Yeah, I thought you did.
Carolyn.
Okay, anyone else in,
Can I get your contact information?
What kind of contact, do you have a phone number?
Just your mailing address, so if we need to get something to you.
1615 Highway 160. Right, Lord.
And what was your
he
name?
is, we looked up in, he is, how many do you have, 120?
It's a bunch, wasn't it?
Motion to adjourn.
No, we may
No,
have
you
some-
got
have
Dawn.
anybody else?
Dawn sitting over in the corner.
Anyone else, in the,
Dawn, you better get up here.
who was the mayor when St.
I'm here
Hill
to,
slid off?
ask the council
Was that Jean?
to get permission to
Was it?
put an obstacle course
It's
on
probably not back in
Sanctified
there.
Hill.
Was it?
Might be in there.
It's not gonna cost the city any
Jean or
money.
Nicey one?
I'm paying for the insurance myself. And a lot of people think there's gonna be a lot of noise. There's not gonna be that much noise because there's only gonna be one four-wheeler riding at a time. And we're not gonna cut any of the trees down or anything of that nature. We're just gonna clean the underbrush and go with that.
City limits.
And, I think it's a good opportunity to get some, tourism in the Cumberland. And, I'm hoping y'all will give me permission to do that.
What did you all find out about Sanctified Hill? Well, I mean, what is,
It's condemned.
It's
I always thought it was
condemned property,
condemned.
you can't build any structures on it, and you can't put a water supply out there. Other than
Is
carry.
that where we was fined for burning up there in Sanctified Hill? that
Yeah,
time?
that's it, we cleaning it up, yeah.
So you can't even burn it there?
Yeah, you can burn wood up there, but they can, primitive type camping and stuff of that nature, you can do that.
How Somebody's a member of your all's club. How many members do you have?
Oh, we've got about 10 or 12 right now.
Okay, and who's the, they're like presidents? Well, yeah, you're the president.
Who are the owners of it?
Excuse me?
Who are the owners of it, of the club?
I'm hard to hear.
Who are the owners of the club?
I am for right now. And,
You have partners or anything like that, or
not yet.
investors?
I got some people willing to jump in and help do the work, get everything cleared. I got people that volunteer to do dozer work for me, whatever we need to do. And,
I think, for my, now you all agree or disagree? I feel like you need to give us a proposal of what are you gonna do, who all the members are, and still just talk. Do you see what I'm saying? And then I think we need to check on the land and see,
well, no, we're not gonna build anything on it.
I know, but that was
But we-
condemned at one time and,
We could let the lawyer check in to make
Yeah.
sure that we can do anything on that condemned, if it's condemned. That's one thing I
It's
asked.
federally condemned.
yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking, it
yeah.
was
If
sometime
if it's
years
not, it
ago.
won't be a problem, I'm sure, but we still have to look into like the insurance issues with, can we let somebody do it
And we need a
and
public
insure it
input too, because
long
this is
enough?
gonna
I
be
don't know
influenced
the-
by a school.
I guess I don't know the ins and
Yeah.
outs. It
Banks
sounded like an
and
easy
churches.
issue, but
That's gonna be a bad.
Well, I'm putting the liability insurance on it.
See, we do, we need like, to
We
have
need
a.
public, we just can't give
public
away
hearing or-
and give permission for,
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I support the ATV.
yeah.
Yeah.
We gave you
Follow
permission to put one somewhere before, you know, we
Yeah, well-
supported that and made a route and everything.
Well, they backed out on us.
Oh.
One guy did, one backed out, killed everything.
Yeah. Well,
is
there's-
there three cemeteries up there too?
yeah, there is.
See,
There
that's,
sure
that,
is.
that's,
That's
this
a prime
is
spot.
really getting into rocky waters
Yeah,
right here.
that's a prime spot.
There won't be nothing up there around the cemetery.
I know,
I know
but
where the
that's,
tree, I know where the cemetery is at when you're talking about, because we went over and looked at it.
Let me ask, do you
That's
have
a quiet
like a
spot.
sacred alternative place that you could look at? If this one doesn't work out?
I'm not for sure. I mean, we've been working on this for
something a
a
little
number of
farther
years
from
now.
town,
Pardon me?
something a little farther from town.
David
It's hard to
Hope's got
find
that.
property. That's all.
He- he's
He
gonna
does,
do it.
that's what he's gonna do, ain't it?
Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do, but they.
I mean, the coal mine owns about everything around here, and you can't get nothing off of them. Sure.
They're shutting down. pretty
I hate
quick.
that the one place didn't work out for you.
Yeah, me too, but that's part of it, I guess.
Well, we're gonna let our lawyer look into the property.
So you're basically gonna access
Look at the
through
property,
the,
see if
you're
legally
access
if we
through
can
the
even
city
do that.
street. They are
Well, I don't
by
wanna
a
get
school
sued
and
or,
a bank and a church is, there's a daycare there. Is there a daycare there?
Not anymore.
They closed that day.
They closed it.
Okay, so there would be that, so it'd be church and a bank.
There's a park there, that
There's a
park.
park, that park's still there.
Yeah. And, you're gonna like race, is it gonna like racing or obstacles?
I think you're
It'd be
gonna have a
one-
lot of
one
complaints
ATV
from the
at a
city. I
time.
mean, you're taking
There
that
will be
right through a bunch of
restrictions on that.
residents and a
They will have to have
park and a
restrictions.
church.
Get up there.
and-
You know, not
I
these,
just, I'm not.
vote out
for it.
mufflers, they'll have to have the mufflers on it, and it'll be quiet. I'm already sure going through town make more noise than they will.
I just think the
I think,
location is
yeah.
bad.
Well,
I think it's
I
bad
think you
for
should
the
keep looking
public. I think you
at
should keep looking.
We're ready to have options.
We support you, but
Yeah.
we just can't, I just can't.
If we didn't
in good
support you, we wouldn't
conscience.
even have the
Yeah.
ATV stickers or the
Yeah.
route.
Yeah.
But we do support you, Don.
Yeah, in all good conscience, I just can't.
I like the spot
Agree
that
to that spot.
you're choosing. Here's what I'm
It's
saying.
just
I like the spot that you're choosing, but I don't.
Like the
if it-
location.
Yeah, and if it's condemned, I didn't know it was condemned.
Yeah, it's been condemned
yeah, I
for,
always heard it.
I mean, I just thought
Years
it was-
ago.
They moved those
And
people, that's
see,
where Pride
you're
Terry's
not
come
allowed
from.
on federally condemned to even cause, that thing is slid before the pipe.
Yeah.
Any kind of, commotion could cause a slide, and we would be really facing, you talk about a lawsuit, we could
Yeah.
pay that bill.
And let's
But
face
I-
it, ATVs
No,
are not little kittens
Safe
going
in,
across the field.
I never knew about that place. That was probably before I was born, but I saw a
Oh,
picture.
tell us
No,
all
no,
that.
no,
Yeah,
no,
go
no,
ahead,
no,
Charles.
no.
I'm not kidding you. I never knew
Go
that
ahead,
that
Charles,
was up
tell us
there.
all that.
What year was it?
I was very young when it
The
happened.
picture I
has a
saw
picture.
was in the Tri-City News and all the buildings were laid
Faith
down
has
by
a
the bank.
picture of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's.
My grand-
I don't ever remember there being a house up
I don't
there.
think that's born either, Charlie.
My grandfather used to live up there.
You can look at pictures on the internet.
You know,
Faith has
Yeah, I
it.
remember it well.
I used to deliver Knoxville News Sentinel newspapers to those people up there. 35 cents a week is what the
There used to be
paper
a church up there.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell how old you are for somewhere.
So what are we deciding on this for Mr. Hughes?
The lawyer's gonna look into it.
We'll look into it, see
Make
if it's
sure that we
condemned,
have-
see if we can do anything. And I agree with Miss Elliott that we'd probably need something, you know, telling us exactly what you was just telling Yvonne. That you probably would need to lay that out and tell us, you know,
And
like one
list
at a
your-
time, a
list your people
muffler,
that-
yeah.
That own the club or investors, so we make sure we don't have
I'm ready
any
to go.
Well, I'm a strong
conflict.
investor.
It's been a hell of a goddamn week.
It ain't, it's just Tuesday.
I mean, you know, because.
Did you realize that?
I ain't coming in.
It's just Tuesday.
But
I'm gonna
you have
furlough
to
you.
admit, if we got on the.
She probably will.
I'm going, I'm gonna furlough you.
There's still gonna be there. There's not gonna be that much noise or dust. One four-wheeler at a time?
Yeah.
I would
I
bet
can't-
you,
I mean,
it would be hard to keep those four-wheelers from running. Be patient and wait.
No.
I mean, it would be hard to do.
That would be one of the rules we have. I mean, like I say, there's gonna be one run in the track. When that one gets through, and the next one goes.
If you could give us a scope of what, you know, what you would be doing and what the requirements are.
It might make it
and
easier.
Make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Just kind of give us a breakdown of it.
And we
And
have
meantime, the
to,
lawyer's
We
gonna be
definitely
looking
would
into
love
the
to get
legalities
something
of
like
it.
we
that.
have to give it to the public too.
Yeah.
I mean, we have
We'll have
to
the
give it to them
public.
and
Yeah,
say.
that's where you're gonna get your kickback,
Yeah, I
those
mean-
people living there, you know,
Well,
if it
I mean,
does.
it is their town, it's
Well,
not
I
our
don't
town, it's
blame
their
them,
town.
yeah, I mean, if I'd want him.
But you know, like I say, a motorcycle riding through town is gonna make more noise than that four-wheeler will, with the muffler and everything on it. That would be one of the requirements we would have. You'd have to have the regular equipment on the four-wheelers before you could ride.
We might have to use that place for fireworks too, cause that flats has been taken.
Yeah, there's a guy at least set off of Glen Baker, yeah.
Really?
What's he gonna do up
That's what
there?
they do.
What's he gonna do?
He's talked about doing a lot of things, but he don't have the money to do anything with.
No.
Build a Walmart.
He might lease it to us to do fireworks.
That keeps me from doing a lot.
Zip line to the park.
Oh, okay.
Build a city hall up there.
Well,
Okay, so the attorney's gonna look into that to see about it being condemned and then bring us back something.
okay,
Yeah,
when the attorney gets it back, I'll wait for him to do,
that's probably smart,
Yeah.
see if you can even do anything up
yeah,
there or
see if we
not,
can do
so,
anything.
yeah.
Sure.
Then
Yeah.
we'll go from there.
That sounds great.
Okay.
Sounds great.
All right, thank you very
Sounds
much.
good.
Thank you, thank you.
One other thing, you mentioned City Hall up there, David. You know that place where the health clinic is right across from the police department? I think that might be vacant in July.
They called today.
Huh?
They called this evening.
What was you gonna say?
Somebody else is gonna pay.
City Hall,
Somebody else is gonna
Oh,
start
I'd
taking
love
care of their
that.
bills.
huh?
They're not moving. We asked them today.
Are you talking about the health department, is it, so
I
they were
thought
gonna
they-
move and they're not moving?
Who's up
Yeah.
there now?
It's the health
Health
department.
department.
Said they wasn't moving.
No.
The state's running out of funding for the health
That's
department.
what. that's
Somebody
what
else
is,
picked
yeah.
it up because their bills go effective July 1st to a different place.
Well, if that becomes available, please let us know because. this
Because that's
bill-
why I made Kelly ask her
Hey,
today.
that would be good.
That'd be
I
a
would
Good job
absolutely
doing
be
everything.
for
Yeah.
that. It's set up just right too, with the
Yeah.
men drive through window.
She said as of right now that
It'd be close
it'd
to
be
police
billed
department.
somewhere else. Effective July
He'll
1st.
probably be moving his office over if the bill falls in.
Any more public?
Any,
Faith,
yes.
Good
How
question.
much are ATV stickers?
10.
The reason I ask is, I got a copy of the rules and guidelines, and on the bottom it says the stickers can be obtained at City Hall, which shows $12.50.
I know it.
We
I got a
changed.
copy
We
of it.
changed it.
$10.
We changed.
I got a copy of that too, that's what it says, actually
That's
says
what it
12.50.
originally was.
That's what she just said, 1250.
Yeah.
What's it on now?
$10
The
it was
ATV
originally.
stickers like we
I
was
mean-
charging.
I think I got a copy of it.
Remember,
What's it on though?
ATV
I
stickers.
mean,
Some of
what
the
was it?
rules-
The
12.50?
ordinance, the
Regulations.
ordinance,
We changed the ordinance.
We
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
but it was in the ordinance, so.
Oh,
See if I can find it.
It wasn't in the original ordinance, $10, because I had a copy of the original in the paper.
Here it is, Carl. This is what was given to me.
what, 10?
It was $10 in one place and $12.50 in
Yeah.
another.
But it's $10.
But that's, we charge
$12.50 in
$10.
In the book, in the back there.
Yeah, I can tell that because your amounts come out about $40.
Yeah.
It's not an odd number.
You'd be surprised, we sell a lot of them.
$400 and some worth is.
Yeah, some man come in the other day, bought like five.
Every time I see one go down my street, I'm going, I want to pay a sticker.
I do too, I catch myself doing
Do they
that.
have stickers?
Are they 16 at least?
Have you,
Yeah.
any of you
Or
thought any
18?
more about golf carts?
I'm gonna start driving one to
Within-
work, so y'all need to put that
Within
through.
5 miles of,
About letting them on the street.
yeah. If you're within a radius of 5 miles of a golf course, you can use those on a.
Got
I think-
furloughed, I got
Hey,
to
you
drive
have to
golf
buy a
cart to work.
you'd have to have stickers. I believe you, they've even taken off the 5-mile radius.
Brother KRS says you can use them now.
You know, I have been seeing them.
I'll pull that.
What are some of the laws on?
I'm gonna drive mine.
You still have to have a driver's
You gotta
license,
have a driver's license, this is off the top of my head, don't.
because there's too many people without driver's license driving.
There's little kids out riding them that I'm
Yeah.
seeing.
It's either 18 or 21 years old too. And you gotta have safety equipment, you gotta have seatbelt type thing there, I believe too.
Have lights, tags.
Lights.
See what